7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Hey everybody, happy Thanksgiving. I'm out in the woods today, and I just want to kind of show you what a beaver can do in a matter of a week to a lake. See how flooded that is? We got water everywhere. It's usually, the shoreline is usually out there where that brown grass is, probably about 25 yards out. I thought this lake was going up and up. This side too, both lakes. Those are all drained by this creek, which used to be a nice little brook. Now it's a big overflowing river, so to speak. So I'm going back in the swamp. The river flows that way. I'm going back in the swamp. I know there's a beaver dam back there. I'm going to go find it and set for the beaver, because the DNR is going to call the county boys anyhow to come in and trap them. So I figure better in my fur basket than their fur basket. Wow, this bridge is actually floating. Kind of spooky. Alright. Man, this is all flooded. Alright, I'll turn you back on if we get any events. Look at the trail. Nasty. But it is what it is. Let's see if we can go find them. Hey everybody. Back out in the woods again. Out on a little adventure. I got a backpack with a dozen or so traps in it, mainly muskrat. Got a couple fox coyote traps. Walked into the woods about a half mile. Maybe 3/4 of a mile, and I'm heading for this valley down below. There's a nice little creek down there, and I'm at the downstream end of the creek. Of course it won't focus. There we go. And I'm going to walk upstream through the bottom of that valley. And my truck is parked up there. And it looks like I have something on the lens. So, I just crossed a footbridge over a lake. And I think I showed it in one of my scouting videos where I had to get out of the kayak and pull it across the little bridge. Well, that thing is actually floating in the water now. The lake keeps rising and rising, and all the other lakes are low. So I'm thinking there's got to be a beaver dam in this valley somewhere. So I'm going to trap my way up there. It also happens to be great deer hunting down there. So I'm going to slowly mosey up that creek, and maybe I'll get lucky on a deer and see if I can find some areas to trap. So we'll turn you back on if I find any good stuff. Ciao. Hey boys and girls, about halfway through my travels. There's like a little shortcut here to the walk path I was on before. I didn't see real good sign downstream. A few muskrats here and there, but not enough to walk through that damn swamp for. So I did see a little bit of beaver sign. Looks like they might have had a summer vacation up in the creek. Here's a little oak stub right there that they chewed off. There's a willow around the corner. It looked pretty dang fresh. So I'm hoping I'll run into a dam. I'm going to start making sets here from now to the truck. I got about half mile to go, I'm guessing. So my first set, I found this nice muskrat pull out. See where he's got a good trail beat down. And I concealed a little 110 right there. Hopefully I'll catch them, and because it's on dry land, it's such a good trail. Chances are mink will run in the same trail. So I set another one up here. It's just kind of self-camouflage. right on the same trail, so if a mink comes and tries to eat my muskrat, I'll snap him too, I hope. So we're going to move on down real slow, find some good sign, set a few traps, keep my ear out for deer moving. There's a nice channel right here. If there was a beaver house close, I'd definitely set the channel, but for now I'll just let it go. I got tomorrow and the next day, so we'll just be making a few sets here and there. Turn you back on in a bit. Alright, here's another clue to the beaver saga. I am way out in the middle, and there has never been water flowing like this before. Got a nice little brook there. That means the swamp is flooded, which means there's probably a beaver dam up that way. Good looking spot though. I got a couple sets made over by that dead tree down underneath it for muskrat and mink. Maybe a coon. Hopefully not a coon. But this swamp is really flooded. We've never had running water through here. Usually this is bone dry and full of deer. So this is pretty epic. Wish we had otter in the area, because this sure be a good spot. You never know, one might show up. But we've never had current through here like this. Boy, is it muck bottom. Alright, I'll turn you on when I get up ahead a little bit more. That didn't take long, about 15 feet up the trail. Ha 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 ha. I knew it. Little low beaver dam, but it goes halfway to forever. The creek is that away. And I have a feeling there's like a little hump up here with that big giant pine tree growing on it. Can you even see it? Yeah, in the background, that big pine tree. That might be where the beaver house is. This stuff all looks fresh done. I see willows back in the swamp, chewed. So we'll turn you back on in a minute. Epic. Here's where they dammed up the actual stream. Nice. I got deep water over there. So we're going to continue up. And it looks like I might see the house through here. I'm going to go back up a little bit. Doing a lot of eating and chewing and stuff though. I'm sure this is pulling in muskrats and mink and coyotes crossing the dam and everything else, so we'll see what we can find. I found it. It's one little bitty dink of a house, and it looks like he's just getting it started. A lot of loose sticks, but he is starting to really bring up the mud over on that side. So we got another little feeder creek over here. So it might be one of them big old giant bachelors. Got a big old feed bed out there if you can see it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Actually pretty easy to get to, considering where I'm at. I bet you this ditch is all dug out. Ooh, there's a nice muskrat house right over there. If I can get across this creek without drowning. Right. There. Nice muskrat house. See if I can find the, man, he's got a heck of a feed bed. This is where he's really been working. See what kind of tracks we can find. Looks like he's got a big old paw on him. Looks like the entrance is right out here, and man, is that muck bottom, so I'll have to make some kind of a drowner rig or something. Good sized feed bed for a single beaver though. Awesome. Goes all the way around. There's a big old paw print right there. It's pretty cool. Pretty industrious. I used to have a tree stand way up in this monster pine. You just hope you don't dig up the roots too bad where it tips over. So, we'll work on some stuff, and I'll get back with you. Ciao. Alright, we're out today, back by the Beaver Dam. This is a set I made last night, and I come up on it and seen something a little amiss, and we have a nice big mink tangled up and drowned. Big old mink. Very nice. Second one of the year. I'm happy. Alright, we'll get this reset. Now that it smells all minky, it's even better. So we'll get this all reset and carry on. Alright, here we are back at the Beaver Dam. And I gang set it pretty good. For lack of a better word, I got a in-betweener set there where they'll be swimming along the dam. I got a little smear of castor up on that tree, so it'll kind of be looking for it. Also tied to that tree real tight, so even if it somehow cuts it down, it'll still be stuck to the trap. So I got my triggers just at the surface of the water. Actually, they're protruding a little bit. In there. Turn you back on in a minute. Over by the house. See how flooded it is in here. This right here is a little drainage creek that runs into the main creek over there. It drains this big swamp. House is right over there. Beaver's got a nice deep channel cut through here, and I got it all blocked off with a 330 down at the bottom of the channel. He's been coming back in here feeding on the willows and cattails and stuff. I'd like to find some muskrat sets in here, but kind of running out of daylight. And then over on the house itself, where he's been coming up and packing mud and stuff, I made a real light castor mound set. So maybe he'll come up there. So that's pretty decent. I hope I got here first and didn't get beat out. Everything looks fresh, so we'll see. See you in the morning.